Prior to installing any wireless detector units or WDUs, you must first install batteries in the units. To do this, open the battery cover on the back of the WDU. Insert two 1.5-volt AA batteries into each WDU. Check that the green LED on the front lights up, indicating bit OK, along with a red LED showing the position on vehicle to which the WDU is set. Close the battery cover tightly. To install batteries in the Crew Kill Module or CKM, open the battery cover on the back of the CKM. Insert two 1.5-volt AA batteries into each CKM. Check that the green LED on the bottom of the battery compartment lights up, confirming bit OK. It will turn off after a few seconds. Close the battery cover tightly. To install batteries on the laser transmitter or LT, remove the rubber cover on the LT. Insert two 1.5-volt AA batteries into the CLT. Check that the green LED inside the battery housing lights up briefly, indicating bit OK. Install the rubber cover back onto the LT. To install batteries in the canister laser transmitter or CLT, remove the rubber cover on the CLT. Now open the battery cover on the rear of the CLT. Insert two 1.5-volt AA batteries into each CLT. Check that the green LED inside the battery housing lights up briefly, indicating bit OK. Close the battery cover and install the rubber cover back onto the CLT. To install batteries in the small arms transmitter or SAT, remove the rubber cover on the SAT. Now open the battery cover on the rear of the SAT. Insert CR2 battery into each SAT. Replace the cap and check that the green LED inside the battery housing lights up briefly, indicating bit OK. Install the rubber cover back onto the SAT. Position the Target Interface Module or TIM assembly on the cargo rack behind the turret sponson box on the left side of the turret. Turn the locking barrel horizontally to fit between the upper and middle rails in the bustle rack. Rotate the locking bracket 1/4 of a turn to fit the rails. You may need to loosen the tightening knob and move the TIM forward or rearward to align the bracket to the mounting bars. Tighten the locking knob. Attach the tether wire between the TIM and the cargo rack rail. Retrieve all three wireless detector unit brackets or WDU brackets from the storage box. Install the WDU bracket labeled front on the main gun mantle. Install the two rear WDU brackets on the lowest rail of the bustle rack, approximately 4 inches from the sides of the bustle rack. Make sure the periscope has been removed from the loader's hatch. Connect cable W1 to the TIM connector T1. Route cable W1 down to the antenna base, then forward along the blowout panels towards the loader's hatch. Route cable W1 through the periscope hole on the loader's hatch and down into the turret. Route cable W1 through the grommet. Install the grommet in the periscope hole in the loader's hatch. Ensure that there is sufficient slack in the W1 cable to prevent damage to the cable when opening and closing the hatch. Remove the dust cap from the TIM connector T3. Connect cable W14 to the TIM connector T3. Route cable W14 MGSS fire unit J1 forwards on the top of the turret. Route the cable along the sponson box to keep it out of the way. Connect cable W14 to the main gun signature simulator or MGSS J1 connector. Connect cable W14 to the J1 connector of the direct-indirect fire cue or DIFCUE if equipped. Position the weapon kit Abrams approximately halfway onto the coaxial machine gun flash suppressor. Tighten the clamps firmly by hand. Do not use tools. Attach the LT-CLT bracket tether wire to the main gun mantle. Hook the M2 weapon kit clamp belt around the barrel support. Push the weapon kit all the way back on the barrel support. A cutout on the barrel fits the receiver. Tighten the locking mechanism firmly by hand. Position the small arms transmitter or SAT on top of the M240 barrel. Push the SAT all the way back, ensuring that the SAT is in line vertically with the barrel, and close the retaining plate over the barrel. Close and secure the locking clamp over the retaining plate.